What's up? May 3rd, 2021, Maverick Ranch. Want to do a video because I got a call from the mulcher, Chris, and he said they were done mulching. And I came to look at it, and I'm just not even going to say anything. I'll just let the video speak for itself. Anyway, I called Miss Utility too. They marked the lines. You would think they'd put some kind of a flag out, but they didn't. All right, that's for the driveway, by the way. That's why I need the Miss Utility. But let's take a walk. Try to keep this short and sweet. Get to the point. But they're done. They are ready for payment. So I told them I wanted to check out the final the final mulching before I paid. And well, like I said, I'll let the video speak for itself. So this is it. It's come a long way since November. Definitely came a long way. A lot of work, but it's just hard. It's hard to find people to do something and do a good job. I tell you, it's a shame. Anyway, I made it really nice. I guess you remember I raked all this real nice. Well, it's not raked anymore. And over here, we'll walk over to the tree line. Actually, I was surprised they got all these big trees out because there were some pretty big trees on this tree line. This is where the barbed wire fence was. And very surprised they were able to get those. But you could see down there, those big cedars, that's where the fence line went. So it's kind of hard to tell with the video, but it's got some, it's not bad, it's doable. Just give you some overview of what it looks like now. Yeah, I'll just go behind me too. What the heck? So this is the clearing for the house side. The house should be setting somewhere in this area right here, somewhere around in here. Don't know where, don't know when, but that's the plan. And somewhere around here is where the shop's gonna be. But that's not why I'm videotaping. Let me go down here and show you what kind of job I got. I don't know who was using the machinery this time, but it wasn't that good. We'll start off from this side, which isn't as bad. You can see, I don't know, they hit pretty high up on that tree. Hopefully it'll survive. They busted some branches and stuff, no big deal. They knocked this tree pretty good. And what gets me is, I spent the time clearing all the way around it. I cut down all the trees around it by hand so they could stay away from that tree. And even these little ones, I did the same thing. You can see it's all scuffed up. Don't know if it's going to survive or not. Hopefully it does. And then over here, looks to me like they kind of went through here. They cut through here, and unfortunately, they took a chunk out of this tree, which I don't know why, because there was nothing even close to this tree that they had to knock down. Hey Jim, I'm doing a video to show the aftermath. Tree damage, aftermath. So I don't know, this is where the big mulch piles were. It was a lot of mulch here, I understand that, but part of that was getting rid of this dead tree. And it's still here. And behind it you can see there's a stump that I specifically said I wanted to get rid of. It's still there. I figured that was going to happen. These trees here were part of the ones they were supposed to cut out, and they just left all that there. Now here's where it gets to where, you know, all that is you know, to be expected, but this is where it starts to get concerning. That tree, the only thing holding it up is the trees over there. They destroyed those two trees which were supposed to stay. You can see the green ribbon on them. Gonna definitely cut that down. That thing is uprooted. They just pushed it over, and there's no reason to push it over. It's right up against that tree. They just, you could see where they grabbed a hold of it and they tried to push it over into a tree. I mean, they both had green on them. And then these trees were not near anything and just ripped the bark right off. There's the green ribbon around it. Just ripped the bark right off. All these trees damaged. There was no reason to even get near that tree. That wasn't near anything that was mulched. Same with this tree. This tree's messed up. And then you could see down the line, you can see where they tore the bark off the trees. I was standing over there about 15 minutes ago, and I scared I'd say about 150-pound black bear, and he started running. Not towards me, good thing. He was going the other way, but it was kind of weird. I've never seen a bear on the property, but that's my first one. But you could see they knocked the tree over and they just left it. And Jim, you want to go over to the other side where the most damage is with me? This is where what really irks me is on this side. It's pretty bad, and there's really no reason for it. I guess you could see walking up what I'm talking about. I had pointed out that I left a stump over here that I wanted him to grind, which was near the mulch pile, and of course he didn't touch it. So he didn't touch what I wanted him to touch, but he destroyed some trees that, you know, he wasn't supposed to. There's some pretty big trees. Just, Jim, what do you think happened? He just plowed right into him? Just uprooted them and left them. I mean, you know, if you uproot them, you know, at least mulch them. This one, it's probably going to die. He hit this one pretty hard. You can see it's bent over. He cut into it. And then that one right there, I mean, it's leaning against another tree, uprooted. Those are uprooted. Really, I mean, I don't get it. So there's a mulch pile here. There was plenty of room to get around it. There was 2 mulch piles here. There was plenty of room to get around it. Wouldn't you say, Jim?
Yep.
I mean, it was kind of in the open. He knocked that tree over right there. So then we go up here. These were way in the open. He knocked that tree right there over. I mean, that wasn't even... Hey, Jim, this tree right here, it wasn't even close to the mulch pile, was it?
Nope.
I mean, it wasn't even close. Then you had a big mulch pile here. And yeah, it leaves a lot of stuff behind. I understand that. But I think they could have gotten a little bit better than that.
I think he needs a backup camera on his rig.
Yeah. Then he knocks over this tray. Perfectly good tray. So let's go up here. There was about... How many more mulch piles in this row, Jim? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4, because there was 2 next to each other. There was one here. Of course, he decided, instead of going around here, where there's plenty of room, he decided, let's go in between these 2 small little trees. You can see the tire tracks, and take out the bark on them. You can see right there, it's just messed up the tree. So up here, this is mulched. There was 2 right here, 2 mulch piles. One here and one there. You could see he left some pretty big stuff all over. Not really, it just, I don't know who did this. I'm sure Chris isn't the one that did this, but this is not acceptable. So let's move on. Let's go over here. We had a mulch pile right there. Left trails. And of course, he uprooted another tree, which, you know, it wasn't even near the mulch pile. The mulch pile was right there. And he even knocked it in a direction that doesn't make sense. Left a whole bunch of stuff rolling down the hill. I don't think the video is showing the stuff that he left too good. It's a lot worse than the video showing it, I think. But anyway, here was a mulch pile here. He got that one fairly decent. That one was really, he didn't get that one good at all. He left some really big stuff. And then he hit, don't ask me how, this tree up high. Not paying attention. You know, you can see it is a mess. This is the stuff he left. I mean, that's some pretty big stuff right here. My foot. So anyway, this is this is the aftermath. Oh, wow. Another tree down. I didn't even notice this one. Have to take a picture of this. Yeah, you knocked another tree down, Jim. Right here. Yep, didn't see it. It's in the brush. Wow. Okay. All right. Guess I'm done. See what happens later. I'll check back later.